Check, 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 check. Figurey, figurey. Check. Figurey. Check. Okay, hi podcast people. We're podcasting. Everyone say hi. Oh, can you hear that? Hopefully you can hear that. Okay, we're starting rational, irrational numbers. You do not have this unit, but if someone can email me, I'll put it on Google Class so you can follow along with at least the version, or you can print it yourself. I'm talking to the wall like you're there. I don't even know why I'm standing that way, so I'm going to stand back towards my classroom because you can't see me anyway. Oh, I see. I'm standing towards the microphone. Okay, so in the clean slate, radicals, you guys are lucky. Honestly, I'm not saying this is easy. I'm just saying we're not doing much in radicals. Some of your older brothers and sisters, like I'd say 10 years older, in grade 9, this used to be, you used to do this unit and adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing radicals in grade 9. That's our big difference between this and 10 AP. 10 AP does all that. We don't do adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing until grade 11. So we're doing the basics of radicals, but there's a lot of small concepts. You still need to study, you still need to practice, you still need to ask some questions if you don't understand. But honestly, this is about much watered down compared to what this used to be in grade 9. Okay, so there's one or two or three major concepts you need to get, and then you'll be fine for adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing radicals, but we're not doing any of those. So count yourself as a lucky chicken. Hello.
Is this the last weekend before that?
Sure is. Midterm is Easter Sunday. You guys hear that? Midterm is Easter Sunday, so no egg hunts probably on Monday. They're all laughing. I can't believe how many dimples are in this class. Unbelievable. Okay. Okay. Rational, irrational. We just played Wheel of Fortune. And there's the cue. Half our nickname. Very few of us, like Lucas and I, we retain our cuteness and actually increase it as a baby. We're much cuter as we go along. I'm not saying that we're ugly babies. We were very cute babies. But we are even cuter now. So that's why our nickname is QT. But anyways, right here, rational numbers. The symbol for rational numbers is Q. Some drunk mathematician decided to name rational numbers Q. And the same drunk mathematician decided to name the symbol irrational numbers Q bar, which is Q with a line on top of it. So add those to your notes, please. And you're going to need to know the appropriate symbol for that. Okay, so decimal numbers that repeat or terminate, and terminate means end, are rational. And they can be written as a ratio, and ratio means a fraction. So we're going to just use that. Knowledge of rational numbers. Anything that can be written as a fraction is a rational number. So any fraction is rational. Can this be written as a fraction? Over what? Yeah, so any number or negative number is a rational number. Don't need to write that down, I'm just trying to get it. And then anything that repeats, let's go to the end part first. Okay, you should know that that's 1700ths. So you can write it as, and I'm writing with my left, by the way, people who are on the podcast, you should be impressed. That's 1700ths. But if you put a 3 there and it ends, then you can put 103 thousandths. And you can see how any decimal that ends, you can be written as a fraction on our base 10 system. Now, it also says repeat. Where does it say repeat? If something repeats, it can also be written as a fraction. What's the biggest example of that, somebody? Give me a decimal that repeats, that's a fraction. Decimal, 0 decimal what? Yep. I know what you're doing. I think you're around. Well, no, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. If it repeats, you're right. But what's the most common decimal that repeats that is a fraction? Decimal, what'd you say? 3 is what fraction? Decimal 3 repeating equals, everyone? 1/3. Okay, do 1 divided by 3 in the calculator. If that doesn't ring a bell. Dong! Now it rings a bell. Oh, that's not so hot. Hello. How are you? Thank you. Good day. Great week. That was just People magazine. They want to shoot during Easter break. Such a great dad. I'm going to say no thank you. And that's like you kids can go in the shoot. Where are we talking? We're talking about this being a fraction. So what's what I want you to think about anytime you think of a repeating fraction. You think of decimal 333. Can you write decimal 333 as a fraction? Yes. So anything that repeats can be written as a fraction, which means it's rational. Okay, so everything else isn't rational. So it's irrational Q bar. But what's everything else? Is there any numbers that don't end and don't repeat? Yep. Pie. Good job. If I had a pie for you, a delicious cherry pie for you right now, I'd just pie you in the face. Because that'd be fun to do. I'm going to talk tougher. Tough talker. Switch that around. Okay, so, oops. I don't know, microphone. So if it's like pi, so it doesn't repeat or it doesn't end, it's irrational. There's a big cloud right there. Good morning, Jenna. Okay, so page example 2Z. So just write this, Sienna, rational numbers, symbol for rational numbers are Q. Irrational numbers is Q with a line over it. And who invented those symbols, everyone? A drunk mathematician. Okay, so this one, what do you think, Q or Q bar? Is it a decimal that ends or doesn't end? It ends. So what does it say? Repeat or terminate. Remember, terminate means ends. It's rational. Okay, so let's first of all write down the word and write down the symbol so you're used to Q being rational and you're not guessing rational or irrational. Now B is a radical that ends, but it doesn't say a radical that ends, it says a decimal that ends. Good job, Emma. So she's punching square root of 5 in her calculator, and that's what you do. Everyone punch in square root of 5 in your calculator. I'm nailing it today. This is like the best lesson I ever taught. Square root of 5. I should be late every day. What 51-year-old leaves his school bag at home? I don't think anyone has ever done that over, well, I'll give you guys a break, over 16 years old. I think I'm the first one in the world. Oh my goodness. He's in my car at home. Too close to that. So square root of 5, so punch that in. Everyone did that. And now, is that decimal end? Shake your head this way. Yes, it ends on the calculator. Does that mean it ends in real life? No, good job. Your calculator is set for 10 digits. It ends because that's what the calculator does. Okay, so when your numbers go to the very end of the calculator, you can assume it doesn't end. Sound good? Write yourself a note if you want to. So is that rational or irrational? Ones like pi that don't end and don't repeat. That's irrational, and that's q bar. Let's do C. Oh, look at that. I'm not even going to see those. 2.347, dot, 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 dot. Does that repeat or end? It repeats, so what does that mean? Rational or irrational? Rational, good job, ladies and gentlemen. So that's Q. Go ahead and do E, F, D, E, F, please. And look at the board for 5 seconds, and I gotta go and take attendance. Maybe I won't take attendance since the roads are so very icy on, well, I guess it's not that early. March 29th, I guess we expect snow and ice. It's just nice not to have it for those few days. There, I just sent. Okay, oops. Let's go. Sent my daughter, like father, like daughter email because she forgot her school bag. If I was smart, I would have just blamed it on my daughter. But that's not as funny and honest as telling my principals that I forgot my school bag as well. Okay, so this is square root of 81 is 9, so negative 9, and negative 9 can be written as a fraction. Any number can be over 1, so that's rational. I don't know what this is, but don't assume every square root is irrational. So when you do this on your calculator, square root of 4.41, what do you get? Pardon? 2.1, okay. Now does that end or repeat? It ends, so it is a rational number. And this one is rational. Irrational. This one's trying to trick you. It does not repeat. If it repeats, it would be decimal 1122, 1122, 1122. This one is a pattern, but it doesn't repeat. Okay, so pattern, no repeat. Has to repeat. Doesn't repeat. That's a tricky one. They're trying to trick you. Don't let them trick you, those trickers. It would only be repeating if we'd be decimal 1122, 1122, 1122, 1122. You can see that it doesn't repeat exactly. My daughter and I, we blame daylight savings time for our forgetfulness. Okay, let's get your fraction, or get your calculator out so we can see whether these, or what fractions these decimals turn into. First of all, let's make your grade 4 or 5 teachers proud. Let's do this, turn it into a fraction without a calculator. So 8/10, that's what this means, 8/10. That's a tenth, bless you. So that's 8/10, and that's how you write it as a fraction. And now you divide, you reduce it. So that turns into 4/5. Well, whatever your calculator's pet name is, mine's Hilda. Hilda will do that for you. So everyone punch in decimal 8. And someone find the fraction key. And tell us how to do it when you find it. Anyone find the fraction key? Got 4/5? Put your hand up if you did. Actually, I'll leave everyone with another 22 seconds of fun. Go CSI, find it, discover Christopher Columbus's ancestors you are. Anybody find it? No one got 4/5? Find that hard to believe. Wake up Monday. You know what, you guys? If you wake up now and start getting engaged, I will give you Friday off. The Friday before Easter. I'll pull some strings. I got that People magazine anyway. I need a day off. Lucas, you free Friday? Okay. We'll fly up together. Not even our own plane. Stupid first class. Okay, somebody, what do you press? Just say it. Flirt. No one knows? What is fun? Math is fun. Press math. So you press math, and then you press enter, enter. Okay. Do I need to write that down? I don't think so. Right here. These are the calculator keys right here. Math, fraction, enter. Okay, try B. B does not stand for boring. It stands for spectacular. Best in the West. Best jokes ever. That's what it stands for. Again? Right. Can you believe you woke up for this? Okay, well, I told you how to do it. Why can't some of you do it? Figure it out. Go to CSI. Don't let Ruby answer your question. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do this anymore. So cool, wear blue. Looking good. This mask is too hot. Not, I bet you at the end of COVID, you guys are all going to just wear masks. Because it's so much fun, and it's so much passion. You probably wear masks to bed. You like it so much. Me too. Always good to stay positive. Okay, so anybody get it? Anybody get a fraction? What'd you get? Good try. You have it? Or that was like, that's what you have? Okay, good try. You're close. So close. 41 over 333. How'd you get it? Okay. Okay, you did that? Okay, yeah, of course you did what I said you did. What? How did you do it? Through a different calculator, okay. I might actually be a smarter calculator, and just in this one instance. Who did it on this calculator? Anyone? Okay, I gave you the last one. I'm not telling you this one. Thank you, George. What? How do you do it? With this calculator? Okay, what'd you do that I didn't just do? Yep. Yep. So what do I have to do more? You have to tell your calculator that's repeating. Right now your calculator's saying that's a decimal, it ends. What do you have to keep doing? Everyone? You have to keep going 1, 2, 3 until the end or close to the end. Sorry, you don't have to go that far. Usually it's just close to the end, but you think this would work and it doesn't. So you got to do one more 3, math, fraction, enter. Okay? So not the most impressive thing on the calculator, but yeah, you do understand it, because when you press the first 9, that's still just a decimal, it ends. But once you get close to your end of your screen, then you can, your calculator says, hey, I got your message. It repeats forever. You're so cool. Okay, so let's write that down. Equals 41, 330. So write down, press 0.123 until the end of the calculator, until the end of the screen, not to the end of the world. That's kind of boring life. Okay, do C now, please. With your calculator key. If you don't have this calculator, you can do it the old way, or you better figure out how your calculator does it, because you're not going to borrow. I'm not going to have 15 people borrow my calculator for the test. If you don't have this calculator, you need to figure it out, or you need to do it the long way, and I can show you the long way. No one's going to be borrowing 10 different calculators. Hi. You have the calculator? Yeah, just press decimal 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then math, enter, enter. Thank you for asking. Oh, by the way, Alex, you want a chocolate bar? Get these up again. Maybe one day you want once, right? Yeah. All right. What kind of chocolate bar did you get? Skittles? That's not a chocolate bar. What a fraud I am. It's not a bar, it's like pellets. Okay. Never heard this before. It's got to be decimal. 1 decimal. Yeah. Good job. Okay, so this one you put negative. Oops. Negative. So everyone knows your negative sign, I hope. Do not ever do that. That's not negative sign, that's a subtraction sign. That your calculator say error. Calculator says error, check to see if you hit a negative sign as subtraction, because your calculator will not do it. Your negative sign's right here. beside the enter button. So negative decimal 555, math, enter, enter. X box, throw it away. This is more fun. So negative, what was it? 111. Was it? 200. Oh yeah, right. This is n. So it's like, I don't think so. That doesn't look like repeating, but yeah, this one ends. Thank you. Okay, homework. There you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're going to do that at home for homework. We're going to work at home. Lost the name homework. Although sometimes we work on it, but not today. That stuff is going to not cause you any problems. Okay, number systems where rational and irrational are part of it. You can drink all that orange juice? Or is that for the week? That is so tiny. Okay, here are the numbers. You know the symbols. First, natural number. Natural number starts at 1, 2, 3, and goes up. All the positive numbers from 1 on, whole numbers, are natural. Look at whole numbers. There's only one more number in whole numbers. What is it? 0. How do I remember it? Well, I remember that whole has a O in it, and it starts with an O. Integers are all the whole numbers and include all the negative full numbers. Okay, so you can say all the natural numbers are whole numbers, right? 1, 2, 3. All the whole numbers are integers. It's also called, they're nested in integers, if you wanted to talk like a bird watcher. All the integers are rational because they can be written as a fraction. Remember, anything that can be written as a fraction is a rational number, right? All the irrational numbers are real numbers. You write down the symbol for real number. It's an R with a double stem. Okay, everyone's listening to me. This is amazing. You guys are awesome. It's a Monday. Don't listen to me. Do the test. What am I going to do if you just put your head down? I'm not going to throw you in the snow. I wouldn't do that at all, would I? Come on, just try it. I'm looking for Andrew. Now, let's talk about the animal kingdom. In the animal kingdom, you're either a lion or you're not a lion. That's all the animals in the world. Okay? Just like when you're a number, you're either rational or irrational. You can't be both. You can't be a lion and a skunk. You're either a lion or you're not a lion. In numbers, you're either rational or you're irrational. One or the other. That, I was going to say that includes every single number, not quite. Let's go PS on this one. What's the square root of negative 25? One number multiplied by itself equals negative 25. 5, good try. 5 times 5 is positive 25. Negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. So what number times itself equals negative 25? Yep. Nope, good try. But you're close. We're going to take something like that out. What number times itself equals negative 25? Negative 5 times 5. But that's not multiplied by itself. So what's the answer? Come on, it's your favorite. It's your favorite answer your whole life. Like when your parents say, what do you want to do today? Or, how was school? I don't know. I don't know. This is I don't know. You can't do it. Can't do it. Doesn't work. So this is actually is how it breaks down. It's positive negative 5i. Don't write that down. It's an imaginary number. So I can't say all of the number systems are real, or sorry, are rational or irrational. But we're not dealing with imaginary numbers this year, so you don't have to worry about imaginary numbers and their great fun and joy. So even when numbers don't work, we create a number system to make them work. Because that's what we do in math. We love math so much, I want to hug you, math. So, for our purposes, all natural numbers are whole numbers. All whole numbers are integers. All integers can be written as a fraction, rationals. And all rational numbers are real, and all irrational numbers are real. Remember what irrational numbers are? What was the example Jamie gave us? Pie in the face. Okay? So, you're either rational or irrational, but every single number we talk about in grade 10 are real. So when I say list the number systems, you're always going to put real for an answer. Every single time. In fact, that's what we'll do first. Okay, go ahead and fill in the blanks. What's the smallest number system? What's the next biggest, and these are real. So what number systems go in there? You got 5 seconds? No, you don't. You have 1 minute to try to put those letters in the appropriate places. Good job, podcast people. Sit up straight, please. No hats. I said take your hat off, please. I can see you. Just kidding. I can't see you. Okay, smallest. Nope, I'll give you 50 more seconds, sorry. You need to fill in all those number systems except for imaginary numbers. Don't worry about those. Those don't apply in grade 10. Unless you're a nerdo. Some of you nerds are going to put imaginary numbers. And I'm going to love it because I'm a nerd too. Maybe I'll wait 30 seconds. Maybe I'll take a drink of water. Your weekend, Jack? Did you wake up happy with all the snow?
No, I have to share a little bit.
By the way, I got a fancy ski thing. Look at that. I'm a green machine. Green. You know what that means? My kids got the same one. It was called Huckleberry. You know what that means? That means expert skier. Because huckleberries are wild blueberries in BC. BC, they know how to ski. So we are huckleberries. So maybe if you're athletic and awesome as we are, you can join the Huckleberry Club. But I might eBay this. I might sign it and put it into eBay for a quick $5 grand. But I don't want you to buy it. That'd be maybe I'll go again, even though I risked my life a few times. It took me 4 times to see this ramp that was this high. Okay, podcast people, I'm pointing to the height of my shin and hit it hard. And I did. I took a chance. So I went. It was a big sign that said easy on it. Caps lock, easy. That helped me go over my first ramp of my life. And as my skis hit the silver thing, they stopped like I hit tar. And I fell all the way from a 1-foot height, and thank goodness didn't hurt myself. I was laughing. My one daughter witnessed this, my other daughter did not. And then I realized when you fall down, it's not a good position to be in to get back up. So I went right to the hard part and took my skis off. Well, got up and I took a bow. I think I took 4 bows actually. I don't know why I took 4 bows. But now I am a huckleberry ramp expert. I blame the guy who waxed my skis. He did not do a good job. I blame myself for probably going on something I wasn't supposed to. Dang it, I wish I would have nailed it. I was thinking of going to the Olympics this year, but that'd be tough because it's summer. Summer Olympics. Which one goes in here? Everyone? What letter? N. This one? Good. So all natural numbers are whole numbers. All whole numbers are integers. All integers are Q. Good job. If you're a number, you're either rational or irrational, and they are apart. They do not combine with each other. Okay, and then instead of putting real numbers, just put the symbol double-stemmed R. If you wanted, you're a nerdle, and you put imaginary numbers separately because no imaginary numbers are real numbers. But that is not necessary. We're not in grade 10. You can see what I just said about the relationship of the number systems. Okay. Okay. So why do I ask you this? Well, the normal question will be, what number systems does this belong? So when I ask you this question, and I will, and I'm not going to ask you this question, I'm just going to say what number systems does it belong? Having said that, I do like what they're asking me to do that because every single one of these are going to be real numbers. So that's the first thing you do every time I give you a question about number systems. You put real every single time because that's going to be half of the answer sometimes. There's only going to be 2 of them. Sometimes there's going to be 4 or 5 of them. Okay, let's look at the first one. Did I say 7? 9. My favorite number. Okay, so you go through the number systems. Is 9 a natural number? Yep. Is 9 a whole number? Yep. Is 9 an integer? Yep. Can you write 9 as a fraction? Yep. And then don't forget your real numbers. So that's how you go through it. This is the most number systems they can have. There's your answer for 9. Two. It's a fraction. Is it a whole number? No, 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 no. Integer? No, 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 no. Is it rational or irrational? Which ones can we write as a fraction? Rational, fractional, I don't know. Does that help you? But it's cubed. And make sure you know that symbol for rational, because I might get you to write the word, or I might get you to give me the symbol, or both. Okay, do the next 2 on your own. And if you've done that, you can do that next homework question real quick. What I didn't tell you, I kind of made up. I feel bad because I was lying. When I went down on that ramp, I used my cell phone and I called that ski helicopter service, ambulances. It's pretty stressful. I don't think I'll ever ski again. No Olympics. No gold medal for Canada. My daughters were amazing. I couldn't teach them pizza because I never learned pizza. And my legs don't go that way. It hurts just thinking about it. So, and it is high. Sorry, but green is high. I thought they were going to be like 50 yards maybe. They were like 10 times higher than I thought we would be. Don't laugh, I'm serious. There's my kids have never skied in their life, and I'm on the top of a green hill. It takes probably almost a minute to go down. We're at Castle Mountain, by the way. So I'm like, okay, guys, I'm trying to do pizza. I'm not doing pizza, so that's what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna just swerve and slice and dice, and I still got my weak side. When I stop in hockey, I always go left, which isn't helping for skiing. But I was fine because that was first time in 21 years, but I've skied, I don't know, probably 15 times in my life, and then I'm fine. I don't think I've done any quadruple blacks, but mostly the other ones were triple blacks. Okay, triple black huckleberry. That's me. So you're trying so hard not to smile. And so the girls, they just lose. They fall. They fall. They fall. They fall. They fall 5 times, which is good because I don't want them to kill themselves. Because there's a fence and there's trees and it's dangerous. And I really can't do anything. I want to just grab them and hold them, but I haven't done it for 21 years. So they fall 5 times on their first run. Nothing, they're not going fast, they just fall. That's cool, and plus I pushed them a couple times. So gotta show them who's boss. And then the second run, and they're not slowing down. You go like this. No, they're like zip, zip, zip. Gone. Second run. They've never skied in their life. They go all the way down fast without stopping. I'm like, oh my, and that's so, because I'm watching them, and I'm really useless because I can't really get to them. And when they get to the bottom, their second run, Island says, "Dad, you're so slow. What, have you guys been skiing behind my back? Because this isn't normal." I thought they're super athletes, but I didn't think this would happen. They're not super duper skaters. They're good skaters. But, oh yeah, and then third run, fourth run, fifth run, sixth run, just proud dad, proud dad, proud dad, proud dad. And then we got a couple way boats at high speeds. Island actually went down the wrong run, which had trees and it was narrow. And she was fine until the end where it went like steep, where she had some air. So she made it all the way down until the air part. And then there was some tears, and I didn't push her over anymore after that. Okay. Elsa, you getting psyched up homework? Let's go. That's homework. We have to do a couple things, right? Article 5. What'd you get? Good. All set. Irrational. Also rocks. -7. Okay, let's go through this. Is it what's the smallest one? Is it natural or whole? The ones that are just 1, 2, 3. Natural. Is it a natural number? No. Is it a whole number? No. Is it an integer? That's where it starts on this one. All integers are rational. It can be written as a fraction, and of course you're always going to put real for every time I ask you a number system question. I'm a professional huckleberry. Okay, so let's go to this page. And what's the first thing I'm going to get you to do on this homework question, do you think? Somebody? First thing you should do on this homework question. Say it. Thank you. Either of you. Yeah, they're all real. Grade 10, all real numbers. Go ahead and check every single box. They're real. Then we're going to have a 3-minute showdown. Fastest you guys can do this. 3 minutes, do as many as you can on this chart. Hopefully you can get this chart and the one that looks the longest. Not too bad. All the questions are for homework below, not just to start. Okay, so homework is page, I think there's some on page 2. No, page 1 and 3. And now we're on page 4. So page 1, 3, and 4 so far are homework. Not all of the page, but whatever says homework. And now it's probably time I can take attendance. Uh-oh. Oh boy. You guys do your homework. Wait, what's me? Come on. Okay. Dang it. So I'll be leaving. Pick my son up after this class. Oh, you guys are so... What? Can't you just go now? Too bad. Thanks for your love. Love you too. But no. Are we still taping? Yeah. We're still taping. Okay, so that was about 10 minutes of homework. Hopefully you don't have much homework. Right now it's 1, 3, 4. And we're going to move to estimating square roots on the bottom of page 4. Let me go this. Bloop. Let's just pray for my son who's been sick since Thursday. I have to take him in urgent care, I guess. Pray that anyone who's sick feels healthy as soon as possible. That's why Mighty Nighty wasn't skiing with us. And that I can buy him lots of toys and candy. And he can get healthy ASAP. For this, pray to the Lord. Lord, hear our prayer. Okay, estimating square roots. There's something very particular you have to do here. It says estimate, and I'm not going to ask you this a lot, but if it says estimate, this is what you do. Only if it says estimate. You don't do it any other time. Okay, so we'll be doing something like radical 50, and we're going to break that into a mixed radical. You do not estimate this most of the time. Okay, but if I say estimate, it's completely different, and you do not use your calculator. I'm not going to reward you for using your calculator. That doesn't mean anything to me. Do not use calculator. I mean, as far as don't punch in square root of 46. You need to show your work, and you need to do it with wavy equal signs. Wavy equal signs means, isn't that fun? It's like we're at Bermuda. Okay, everyone go like this with your hands. Yeah, see? Aren't you hot? A little sunburn? Okay, this means is approximately equal to. That's the symbol for is approximately equal to. And then you're going to know the perfect squares. Let's write them down quickly. 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 4 times 4. You got to find what perfect square. Write down perfect square. That's something that's going to be, and that's good enough for abbreviation because we're going to have a chart that's coming up soon. This is the numbers that are going to be extremely important. This 121, 144. So 46, the radicand, is closest to what perfect square, everyone? 49. So you're going to put that's approximately equal to the square root of 49. And that's approximately equal to positive negative 7. Because negative 7 times itself equals 49 too, right? B. Now you only, first of all, I just made a mistake. I should put equal signs. Oops. I should put wavy equal signs. I didn't even mean to do that, but that's okay. You can erase and correct. You don't estimate the numbers. You only estimate the radicals. Okay? It's called estimating square roots, aka radicals. I don't care if you call them radicals or square roots. That's the only thing you're estimating is the square roots. Okay? So everything else that's a number stays the same. It's the square roots that you're going to put closest to these numbers here. Look how I use blue and blue. Man, I'm just on a roll today. Didn't mean to do that. It just happened. Okay, so square root of 18 is closest to square root of what? Good. Good participation. Square root of 37 is closest to square root of... Okay, I need to see that work. That's going to be half your marks. If you don't do that work, and you put 7, I'm going to assume you use your calculator, and you're going to lose most of your marks. If you put 6 decimal 8 or 9, you're going to get 0 marks. Don't use your calculator. Okay, now, this is approximately 2 times the square root of 16 is 4, plus the square root of 36 is 5 times 6. And then you calculate it, That's 8 plus 30, which is 30 Frosty. So that's approximately equal to 38. Okay, try C and D while I try to get my subplans ready in 10 minutes. Ay, poor me. Oh, good. Yeah. Page 14. Take 3. Okay, where'd my camera thingy go? Let's do this one. So this is, double check to see if you did equal signs. So you used to write equal signs. That's what you can't write. And if you put equal, it's going to be a loss of half a mark because we're estimating they're not equal, they're approximately equal. So if there's a negative sign, just leave the negative sign out in front, and square root of 5 is closest to square root of 4. So that's approximately equal to negative 2. And then this one is approximately equal to, let's do the radical 95 first. Square root of 95 is closest to the square root of 100. Good job. What does that equal? 10. And now we do it again. What's the square root of 10 closest to, everyone? Square root of 9. So that's approximately equal to positive negative 3z. This is going to be a minor concept. Remember what I talked about at the beginning of this podcast? It's going to be a lot of these little things, and you're going to see them again. I'm not going to ask you 5 estimating questions on the test, but there'll probably be 2 of them, and we haven't spent a lot of time on it. You still need to know how to estimate. Okay, there's little things here, little things there. Any questions on compact disc? Same thing for the cubes. Okay, these are called perfect cubes. And you're going to do the same thing. Now, cubes are a little less familiar to us. You might not know that 5 times 5 is 125, but that's okay. They give you a chart, so we're getting used to it. You're probably going to need to know the first 4 as opposed to the last 4 for me, and 1,000. You need to know that 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000. So we're still, again, estimating. Now, did we do that last question right? Like, all I want to do is estimating, but hopefully it didn't ask us to calculate it, because I'm not going to ask. But no, it also says use your calculator, okay? Don't just cross that out. We're just estimating now. I don't want to confuse you. I just said don't use your calculator. So let's just estimate. We're going to do the calculator keys later. Do not use, that's my symbol for calculator. Until I'm rushing, sorry guys. Bear with me. I'm thinking about my son. Hopefully he's not crying. So cubic root of 11 is approximately closest to the cubic root of what? So write down this index here, the small 3. That means cubic root of 8. Cubic root means what number times itself 3 times equals 8. If you don't know it, is it 1 times 1 times 1? Nope. Is it 2 times 2 times 2? Yeah. So the answer is 2, not negative 2, because negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 would actually be negative 8. So you don't write down positive negative here. And I'll concentrate more on that as the unit goes by. Okay, so this one, go ahead and do this, do B. And then try C. A little trickier. I'm going to challenge you a little bit. Period. if you're done, do your homework. You got 5 minutes to work on homework. Let's correct this now. You're all looking at me, and then I can finish that podcast. Okay, B is approximately equal to cubic root of what? Talk to me. Like 25, and what number times itself 3 times equals 125, everyone? Now you know. Mark Giordano, captain of the best team in Southern Alberta. Woo! Well, flames. Flames. I used to practice those flaming C's when I was a kid. Okay, this one. What equals? Didn't do that. Come on, J.O. Wake up. Approximately equal to, again, leave this 4 here and leave this -4 here. It's just the roots that you're estimating. And hopefully you notice that this is a square root and this is a cubic root. Okay, so square root. That was the first chart we did. What's 70 closest to? 64. And the cubic root is closest to? Same thing, but they're different. Square root means what number times itself 2 times equals 64. Cubic root means what number times itself 3 times equals 64. Now, don't square root this. This is not under a square root sign, so 4 is just 4. 4 does not equal 2. So you leave the 4. This turns into 8. Subtract 4 times, what's this number? What number times itself 3 times equals 64? Good. I like the fingers. And then just punch that in your calculator. What? Did it again? 4th time I wrote an equal sign. Okay, so that's 32. Subtract 16. You may get approximately equal to 16 for a final answer. Hi. Are you on for period 2? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, that's the podcast. Everyone do the homework. Page 134, and then this is page 5. Okay, so up to radicals. You don't have to do anything else. So page 1, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you guys can screen desk right now. God bless. Have an awesome day.